Okay, here's just a little short showing the bulb and how tall it's getting to be. The color's not real good. I can't really, well, maybe I can. I don't really know if I can show you. It's not really coming through. But there's a little bit of red on the tip there. And that's what an amaryllis looks like as it gets a little taller. And we have a couple of little leaves here going on. The bulb is starting to shrink as the stem pushes its way out. If you'll notice, the soil is made up of very large particles, and this is a good thing. This is what helps with aeration, with good drainage, with healthy plants. So, and all of my plants are potted in the same thing. Alright, oh, and unglazed clay too, because it breathes. So anyway, that's the short for right now. I'm going to run out of juice. I got to charge my camera. So there she is.
I can't hear a word you're saying, so.
She's getting tall. But we'll get a better picture as I think it's the light in the background that's causing it to. Oh wait, there we go, there we go. We got a little bit of pink going on. See it? It's going to be red and white by the time it opens. Alright guys, that's it. And we're out. Peace. And there she is. Good morning everyone. It is the 7th, I think, of December. Goats are out in pasture. You can probably see them out there. But this is the star of the show right here. Look at that. It's beginning to open. This is called Minerva. The color is red and white. Right now it's kind of a veiny pink color, but it's a beauty. It is a beauty. You'll have to excuse the cobwebs in the window behind it. It's a little difficult to get back there. But there she is. And she will have, looks like probably 3 or 4 other blooms. This is the first to open. I'll be pollinating. I'll be self-pollinating to see what we can get. And then there's a bunch of other plants here. I've got some hanging cacti and a Hoya and oh, just a bunch of this and that. This is a plant that needs desperate care. This is a Letterboria from South Africa, and I've really got to get, I have to wait till spring of course, but and then I have more over here, just a few there and a few over here. Anyway, but this right here, this is the real star of the show. See if I can get some good color on it. Kind of hard with this camera. But anyway, there she is. That's Minerva. That's her first bloom. I'm hoping for some decent results. The temperature doesn't remain real constant up here, so I have some issues with the cold. But should be okay. She should make it. And as you can see, the type of soil I use is not your average soil. It's coarse perlite, fir bark fines, or I should say pine bark fines, and granite chips. And that's about all I use. There is maybe a handful of potting soil in there just to help maintain a little bit of extra moisture. But other than that, that's what I use. It drains quickly. You have to keep it watered well. But, you know, it is what it is. I've got, let's see if we can See if we can do this so we can see what's there. There they are. There are my girls. Some of them anyway. Nice and fluffy for winter. Got their coats all on. A few of them are pregnant, so we should be dropping babies real soon here. I was kind of hoping that would happen before cold weather, but apparently not. There we go, look at that. It's a little better picture inside the plant, or inside the bloom. You have the anthers, and there are other parts in there. It's not quite ready to be bred yet, but I'm going to wait until, I'm going to enjoy the flower for as long as I possibly can before I pollinate. That's how we do it. Once we start to see the slightest bit of fading in the bloom, that's when we take it and we pollinate. And it's a pretty simple procedure. I'll walk through it when we get to that point. But anyway, there she is. So happy Tuesday, everyone, and peace to everyone, and I'm out. See ya when it, gets a little bit more colorful. All right, later. Well, hello everyone. We are here once more to look at the flower. Yay! It's called an Amaryllis. Let me move this around so we can read the tag. It's an Amaryllis bulb. The variety is Minerva. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's got that slight greening on the inside. The beautiful veining on the petals. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then, here, these are these little anthers. This is where the pollen comes from. I don't know if I can get it good. There we go. Good coloration. The pollen are on the little anthers right here. Right there. You can see the little things with the pollen on it. And then this piece down here, kind of off to the side, right there, dangling right there, that is where the pollen will go once the little tips start to open and curl back. That means it's ready to accept that pollen. Right now it's not, and we're going to enjoy the bloom for as long as we possibly can before we destroy it by pollinating it. Because the minute you pollinate, it dies and starts to go into seed production. So that's where we're at with that. As you can see, there are more buds yet to open back here, so we're going to leave it for now. And I turn it every once in a while. As you can see, the bulb has cinnamon sprinkled all over it to keep it from doing any kind of rotting, since it's not an expensive bulb. It's rather cheap, actually. The soil, don't know if you can see this, but it's very light, and the particles are large. That helps with come on, I'm drawing a blank here. That helps with good drainage, proper, it allows the roots to have a chance to dry out so that they can actually breathe. It contains air pockets, it's aerated. So anyway, that's that. Looks like I actually have a full battery. I have plenty of other plants here. I have other little amaryllis bulbs. That's a sperkelia right there. These are rain lilies. I've got all kinds of things. I've got a cacti back here that only produces flowers at night. I've got, what the hell is that vine called? A chalice vine. That blooms at night too. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got our hanging cactus here that puts out beautiful little blooms. It's an epicactus, epiphyllum. It's a wax plant up there, and then there are other different kinds of plants around here. Most of them are bulbs, amaryllis bulbs. Yeah, there's a lot of dead stuff here and a lot of cobwebs I got to clean up, but this is my little garden area. There's my netting stone again that I found. I thought that was kind of cool. Alright, so anyway, there's Minerva. There she is in all of her beauty. That's only the first one to open up. There'll be more. And we'll record the pollination as we get to that. So, alright everyone, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Peace. Later. Okay, here is just a short one right here now of, so I want to show you that the other ones are starting to open too. Check it out. Let me turn this a little bit here so you can see. Whoop, let me see. There we go. Let me get past the thing there. Okay, there we go. And look at that. Got a few more to open here. Isn't that gorgeous? And there's, look at that, looks like a bouquet. Alright, I'm going to make this one short because my battery's running low. I will film again when she gets a little more open. Alright, peace. Later. Good morning. Look at that. Beautiful. It's one of my very favorite plants. And we have other types of them here in various stages of growth. It's winter, so they're not looking their best right now, but, you know, well, they're all growing. All the way over here. Yep. A little collection of green, but this is what I like to see, especially at this time of year. Okay. And we will keep going as the progression of blooms gets prettier. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Peace. Okay, as you can see, one of these has already faded. So as soon as another one starts to fade, what we will do is pollinate. We could typically pollinate this one right here. You probably can't, there we go. Maybe you can see it. There you go. You see the part right here? This part right here? See how it kind of is flipped open? Like a little, I don't know, open hand kind of? That's what you want. Now would be the time to pollinate. If it weren't so beautiful right now, but it's nice and firm, and I really don't want to fuck it up. So, we're going to leave that one, and I've already pollinated this one. It started to fade a couple days ago. I clipped off a anther, I believe it is over here, with pollen on it, and I pollinated this. So, it's either going to make a seed pod or it's not. I don't remember whether this variety is easy on, easy to pollinate or not, but anyway, they are just beautiful flowers, aren't they? Look at that. Look at the color. Anyway, we'll get more on that as time passes here. But anyway, as you can see, lots of beautiful blooms. And we're out for right now. When the next one begins to fade, hopefully we can grab it in time and get some pollinating done on film. Alright, peace. Okay, so I got a couple of them that are really starting to fade here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try to do this with one hand so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to pick, let's see, I'm going to pick one of these anthers over here that's got some decent pollen on it, break it off, bring it over to this one, and I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'm going to try. There we go. And we're just going to throw a little pollen in there. Mush it in real good so it gets down in there. There we go. And hopefully that will take. And while it's beautiful now, some of these fading flowers There's another one over here that really needs it bad. Looks like that one's getting a little lonely here. Break off one from next to it and see if we can't get something going here. Well, where are we? There we go. Okay, and there's another one. Okay, and then we'll do the other couple as they mature and get to the point where they're starting to fade. So anyway, that is how you pollinate, self-pollinate an amaryllis. And hopefully it will bear seed. It may not. It can always, you know, it can start to look like it's going to, and then that can fade. It all depends. So hopefully we will get some seed pods going here and show you what they look like. In the meantime, the flowers are still beautiful. Look at that color. Look at the veining. I just love it. Okay, this is one of your more common varieties of amaryllis, or hippeastrum. It's called Minerva. Alright people, that's it for today. I got to get out and get my chores done. Thanks for joining me. Peace. And good morning again. And here we are. This is one of, well, no, there's actually another bloom to come, but this is one of the last big ones that's up and open right now. I don't know if you guys can see that color, but the veining in the petals is just something else, man. Look at that. Its parts are not quite ready to be, yeah, it's nice and firm, so it's not quite ready to be pollinated yet. It's not fading at all. It's still nice and firm. And there is another blossom right there. You see the bud. And then the other ones are all faded. You can see this. They're starting to get like paper. And we won't know if they're took to pollination until, I can see a couple that didn't. That's kind of obvious. But, well, you never know. Right? It is beautiful though. And then, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let's take a peek out the window and see if we can't. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What are those? Oh, look at that. Those are my goats. Wandering around out there, having a little party. A little goat party. There they are. Wagging their little tails. There's my Holstein goat. There's Carmela. I think that's Carmela right there. Yep. Okay, and then we come back in here. And, whoa, what's that? Oh, it's a flower. Look at that. These things are just so gorgeous. One of my very favorite flowers in the whole world. Alright, so, anyway, as this one starts to fade, we'll do the pollination again. We'll see what happens. Okay. So, through the leaves of my wax plant, looking over toward the flower, and we bid you all goodbye till next time. Peace, everyone. Alright, later.